Hey guys, you're watching me, Gotham. Hope you enjoy the video. Yo guys, what is up? My name is Gotham, and today I'm bringing you something different. Okay, it's a little bit the same because we're still playing Black Ops 2, of course. But this time, I am doing a whole game knife only, and basically I win this game. It's a free-for-all gameplay, and I go 30 to 15, and I manage to get a merciless. So, if you just want to watch the gameplay, now is the time for you. Well, hold on, let me just say what else I'm going to do in this video. Okay, so basically I'm going to explain to you guys the four or five programs and things that you basically need just to start up your YouTube channel. Because I know that a lot of people have been asking me this. This is genuine. Like, some things I do say that aren't so genuine, but this is really genuine. A lot of people have been asking me, can you do a video on how to YouTube? And so I've basically wrote a whole bunch of things down so that I can basically read this. So I'm going to be becoming a little bit robo-y here, I guess. I've written down a bunch of things that you will need that is so easy, it doesn't matter how good or how bad your computer is, that you will be able to start making YouTube videos. And yeah, woohoo. So now is the time, if you only want to watch the gameplay, to mute me. But if not, get ready to listen, because I'm going to tell you how to YouTube from my opinion. Okay, so here is what you need, why and how it is used. First of all, you need uTorrent and WinRAR. These two programs are free. You will need uTorrent to download torrent files such as games, add-ons and other programs like Photoshop, etc. This program is very essential for a website called Pirate Bay. I'm almost 100% certain you have heard of it. If that is not the case, on this website you can download absolutely 99% of what you search. But keep in mind, you will need uTorrent to actually download the file. And then after this is when you will need WinRAR. WinRAR is an archiver, meaning that if you have downloaded a torrent file, you can double click it to see its contents before doing the important thing, which is to extract the files. To do this, you need to find where the torrent file is. Which should now be a WinRAR file, providing you have the program, and right click to extract. The process would be like this: find the file, right click the file, click extract. In other words, you can make a file of your own for it, or extract here, meaning it won't be within a folder, or extract files to blah blah, meaning it will extract the files to a folder with the same name as the file itself. Once this is all done, you have your file/new program ready for use. So okay, that was a bit scrappy there, I know, I'm not the best at just reading, but that is basically the first kind of part, because a lot of programs these days you need to extract, and a lot of people don't know that, because when they get the file and they don't have WinRAR or a file extraction program, they'll just see kind of like, it will look like something that you wouldn't understand. You'd right click it and it would just say stuff like compress the file and stuff like that, and that's not the type of thing that you need. What you really need is WinRAR. And of course uTorrent is very helpful in the sense that, you know, if you download a game or something and, you know, you need a torrent, like you need a program which can do torrents, that's the one. And by the way, most torrent programs, you need WinRAR to extract. It's not programs. Most torrent files, you will need WinRAR to extract once they are downloaded. Let's say you've got a game that's like, I don't know, most games are around 14-15 gigs. So say you got a 15 gig game, you'd first have to torrent it into uTorrent. Once you've done that, it will be an extraction file, and then you can right click and do one of the three things that I listed earlier. Okay, so now we're going to go on to what you can use to record. This is just PC wise, and also what you can use to edit your programs. Again, remember, this is just my opinion and this is how I feel would work, and yeah, well, it works for me and I know it can work otherwise. Okay, so recording stuff. Here you would need Fraps or Camtasia and Sony Vegas Pro 11 or 12. Here I feel that Fraps is your best option. You can find it on Pirate Bay and you can record whatever games you want except League of Legends. It's like crazy easier to record with, so you shouldn't have any trouble until you see the file size. For example, a video that is 10 minutes long depending on the game can range from 6 to 12 gigabyte, if not more, which would take about 200 to 700 minutes to upload on YouTube. So that is where Sony Vegas comes into play. Sony Vegas is software that you can use to edit your videos and Facecams, etc. But the main point here is that you use it to render your videos. Now what rendering does is that it compresses the file and also enables you to choose a resolution for the video. Let me just explain that quickly before I carry on. Compressing the file is not making it so that you can't use it, because a lot of people have got that confused. It compresses it to a smaller size. Hold on. I thought I was going to sneeze, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, so it compresses it to a smaller file size, which essentially makes it easier to upload to YouTube, okay? And then you can, where I've said the file size, whoa, no, I've skipped a bit. Oh yeah, the resolution for the video. So when you first go on there, the resolution for the video I think is by default 480 and 360 or something like that, or it has its own file size. But basically, if you don't have the right rendering settings and the right resolution to go with everything, then your video could take about 2 hours to render, and then still about 3 hours to go up to YouTube. My videos take about 20 minutes to half an hour to render, depending on the size. If it's over 10 minutes, then it usually takes about 20 minutes, to be fair. And then once it goes onto YouTube, that's where the process honestly does take a little bit longer. It will probably take about half an hour to 45 minutes to get your video uploaded. If your video was, say, about 5 minutes, it would take about 20 minutes maximum. Okay, so just bear that in mind. So let's get back on to what we were talking about. So that it compresses the file size and also allows you to choose a resolution for the video, but you'll need to know a correct set of rendering settings, which I will give you if you should so need them. So yes guys, I will. If you need to know rendering settings, I'm your guy, because I think I honestly have the easiest solution to it all. Okay, so once a video is rendered, the file size should drop like crazy and be under a gig. If over 20 minutes in the video, maybe a little bit over a gig, but it will still be YouTube safe. Also, just so you know, you can get a trial version for 30 days for Sony Vegas. All that is listed is exactly the basics you will need for your YouTube purposes. I really hope this helps, and keep it for future reference. Okay, so basically giving you all the stuff. I've given you how to get your files, and then what to do with them. So it's really easy. Like, everything that I've listed is really easy. Just for Sony Vegas though, you don't need to get Sony Vegas Pro or 12 just because I've said it. You can get 8, 9 or 10, and those work perfectly fine on a 1 gig RAM computer. The things that I used to do on a 1 gig RAM computer was quite funny really, because I used to play Pokemon like emulators, and that just ran so smoothly. The only thing I didn't know was how to get it from 480, and that's how all this came along. You know, I saw a lot of people have videos, but they only say about a few specific things. When I watch a video, I want to know about everything at once. I want everything there and there. Okay, so basically the last thing I suppose I should talk about, because I've only just really thought about this. I did think about this before the video, and I was like, shit, because I'd already recorded this once, but had the game in the background, and it was kind of recording the game sound, so it's kind of two clashing games, which wasn't fun. If you want to get a recording software to record off a console, I do not recommend Roxio, any type of Roxio, because even though people say that they're easy to use, they're really not. There's so much like that can go wrong with them. They can go wrong really easily. If you're going to get a HD PVR, get the first one. Do not get the HD PVR 2, because the HD PVR 2 is very faulty and doesn't work very well. I even have a video on my channel where I was having problems with it, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave that in the description. But you should get the Roxio Game Capture HD. Now, I know that this is the most expensive out of the 3 or 5 basically, but it's definitely the best one to get. It works for me perfectly. As you can see, I'm not having any issues. There's so much you can edit with it. You can make it do more or less what you want, and that is all. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the gameplay as well in the background. I also hope that I've given you enough information and I didn't kind of sway away too much from what I was talking about. And without further ado, I hope you enjoyed. There it is, 30 to 15. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Peace.